plotting a point in the coordinate plane. All right, so right here, what you're looking at, this is the coordinate plane. It has an x-axis and it has a y-axis. Now you can kind of think about this as battleship. When we go to plot a point, they're going to give us an x-coordinate and a y-coordinate, and together we can take those two things and plot a point somewhere. The important thing to know is that coordinate points are always x, comma, y. So in this one, -3, 2, -3 is the x portion and 2 is the y portion. So this is telling us on the x-axis, go to -3. So if I come here, let's see, -3 is right here. Don't plot anything yet, but this is -3. Next, it tells us to go up to 2 on the y-axis. So here's 2, here's -3 for the x, 2 for the y. Those things are going to meet right here. This one has an x-coordinate of -3 and a y-coordinate of +2. So I can just plot a point there, and it's done. Looking at this guy here, once again, remember it's x, comma, y, so x first, then y. This says go over to 4 on the x-axis, and then it might help to read this as go over 4, go down 6, because it's a -6. So over 4, down 6 is going to take you right here. So this is the point 4, -6. Because it's 4 on the x-axis and -6 on the y-axis, just kind of like battleship. I'll go ahead and do another few examples just to kind of prove my point. So plot the point 5, 0. Same idea, it's always x then y, you don't have to worry about that changing. So it says to go over to 5 on the x-axis, so here's the x-axis, over to 5, right here. But the y part is 0, which means you're not going up or down, you're just going to stay where you are. All you have to do is plot the point on the x-axis, and there it is. On the other hand, if you had something like 0, -8, it's still x then y. This says don't go over any on the x-axis. So you would always start at, we call this the origin. You'd start at the origin, but instead of going left or right at all, you want to just stay where you are. The y portion tells you to go down 8. So if I go down 8, I'm going to be right here. This is the point 0, -8. Just two more quick examples. The point -6, -3, once again it's x, y. I'm going on the x-axis back to -6, so this is -6, and then the y portion tells me to go down 3, so that puts me right here. This is the point -6, -3. This last one's kind of a nice trick one. The x and the y coordinates are both 0. So starting at the origin, which is right here, go nowhere to the left or right, so we stay where we are, and go nowhere up or down, so we stay where we are. This point right here, that's the point 0, 0. So we also call that the origin. All right, and that's all you need to know about plotting points. Just remember it's x first, and then y, and then play it just like it's battleship, and you'll do great.